Ephie Fitzgerald, I have to say that the Cork players in the huddle at the end, coming out of it there, they look very dejected.
I'd say they're more tired and dejected, to be honest about it. You know, these girls are used to, putting in good performances, I suppose, and they're probably a little bit disappointed with the second half. But I mean, it's quite understandable in terms of the type of training we're doing at the moment. You know, I suppose I'm in situ now for the last 5 or 6 weeks, but we really only had 2 field sessions, and we've started on a strength and conditioning programme, which they do on a Friday night, as well as doing a session on their own. So I was actually a bit worried coming up today, that they wouldn't have anything at all in the legs, because we're looking long term in terms of our fitness and our goals for the year. So all in all, I must say I was very, very pleased with the performance. Obviously, I think you could see in the last 15 minutes that we ran out of legs a bit, but that's quite understandable in terms of the type of training we're doing, which would be, for some of the younger girls especially, would be quite new.
Yeah, because they started well and you went 5 points up.
We did, started very well. I think there was a good vibrancy there, and we looked, every time we attacked, we looked like we were going to score. But I think that scoreline was a little bit false as well, in terms of Dublin kicked 9 wides in the first half, and like on another day it would have been much closer, so I think the scoreline at half time, obviously the goal before half time gave Dublin a big lift. If we had gone in maybe 6 or 7 points up, we possibly could have hung on at the finish, but we conceded 2 goals fairly quickly in the second half, and I suppose after that it was an uphill struggle for us, in light of the fact that we were tired in terms of what we're doing, as I said earlier.
You say you're looking long term, and you've had 3 defeats now out of 4 in the league. Is it fair to say that the chances of winning the league are gone?
They possibly are. I suppose it depends on other results. I suppose the performance, I missed the Mayo game because I had other commitments, but we lost to Kerry, where we possibly could have won. I think we lost by a point in the finish of it. Today was a game that could have gone either way, but I think the performances have improved dramatically over the last number of weeks, and obviously we're getting better. I mean, that was Breed Stack's first game today since September, so she did play a few minutes against Kerry, but in general, so I'm not silly enough to think that we're going to come out here and we're going to beat Dublin with little done, What I'm looking for is progression in terms of style of football. Obviously our strength is a big thing. You can see the Dublin girls today, obviously they're big, strong, they're very mobile, so we need to match that, and the football skills are there. We need to work on, obviously we need to keep working on them, but I think if we can build in the other stuff, then we're going to be formidable again this year. And it's obviously trying to keep the freshness going with the girls as well. I mean, after winning 10 All-Irelands, it's just phenomenal.
And just finally, I'm wondering your observations on ladies football. I'm sure you're learning every day at this stage, but today was a great game of football.
It was a great advertisement for the game, wasn't it? I mean, there's no cynicism in the ladies game. It's just honest endeavour. Girls go for it. Okay, there's the occasional foul in that, but there's camaraderie there as well, I think, between the different counties, and there's an absolute honesty to go win the ball and to do the best for your team. And I suppose it's refreshing in terms of I've been involved in the male side of it for 30 years or whatever. That's refreshing, but I suppose the level of professionalism also is obviously increasing as well. But I hope that doesn't bring the cynicism with it as we go forward. So that would probably be a little bit of concern, but I don't think it will. If the ethos is on going out, doing the best you can and trying to give a performance and winning for your county, and long may that continue.